Abusia Attorney General eni Yoko sisi amene mo kasa yi de omonsa petition ni mu nsem nyina ne se gold board ensensema na nsen ekoso ni nyina no efa lawyer Sammy Gyamfi ho eni ni gold board amanfo akiri mu a wesen kasisi ade Attorney General ni Yoko ehwehwe saa sika nsensem because after say IMF the report beto abonti a na omo kire se gold board honum no sika Ghana edema gold board so omo fa ntoto gold na Ghana yenya eso emfaso no gold board agbo sika ni mu ka more than 200 and something million dollars enya asem ketua na after that no ena corruption cases bebre amanfo allege ni nyina no efa gold board ho aba beto abonti a ebi 960 million Ghana cedis. Aside that, and so 120 million Ghana cedis be nyina no amanfo a kire se ayira ewo gold board hon mo a omuntimi nya eho accounts bia emfa nkire oman no. Na no na amanfo a kire se aside so mo behwehwe seska we mu no company a ono eno act as a middleman gold board ensaka nyina edi free small scale miners was a small scale miners now gold board amo mutumi anase omo a gold board amo mutumi so omutimi to gold efi small scale miners was a omo kotuto gold ni nyina omo de bre company bi e friend Bower Rock company limited ono energy gold ni nyina ansa eno waton de anase wansa eno de ama gold board for ama omo nso de akwa amono ne akwa akoton de sika abre o man Ghana then no na amanfo kire se sa company ekura ka ho asem yi company no yete no 2025 year wa abra His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ebe president ene yeti go sa Bower Rock Company Limited no na no ena omo kire se company a yete 1 year mpomai adenti ene edi tumi kase ehye ne sei ehye ne nsa se otimi to gold ewo man anase otimi middleman for gold board company limited. Aside that so amanfo akire mu a 1 year mu ani wo hwe car gold board ebro eto ho ema oman Ghana dia ni nyina no ka ho bi na o ma send petition kese pa de akwa Yoko ene Attorney General sisi ade o mo kire se omo hwehwe saa ansem no na lawyer Sammy Gyamfi asote saa allegations ya amanfo kan wo monten no ono so aba abonti a o kire se o set the record straight na lawyer Sammy Gyamfi de beto abonten no amanfo kire mu a nsem a obeka ye nyina no emu ba kompunu a no kre nsem de chese ebi koso ewo man ni mu yie pa nche bebo awrem ni akwa akotie lawyer Sammy Gyamfi explanation currently ore abeto abonti ewi a Ghana fo nso ho se o ma ponche ewo lawyer Sammy Gyamfi nsem ni mu nyina no yakọ ni akwa akotie yemorem ayeka TV so ni ye ba de aka nyina abeto amso
the Emma Gold Board Sammy Gyamfi ono kwara na so communications director national ade Emma and Bisama Yoko America krabi ni ensembi epie ye efa drum proya enipa bi so se ekoso e wona so ye eho enam so ema IMF procura Edward report aba monte ekire mu SM $214 million ena yesika wonu mu ahwere ewo na kachi eho enya no kwa asanso babie mu essay 960 million Ghana cedis afane sase 120 million Ghana cedis sikare de esoson efia pimienu ene adunum enum enkwasem ena mekan ena no presa meja fi enya konya se wo se wo kasa efa sa ensem ehu ena o se de me ye nyina ens ye mefe na akawo ma baso kra na ayo kra de dollar ye de gold board ensem adrope no na tumbeku manimu asia na esikadi okasaye na ensem no ebini
effect of the minorities concern that has led to a petition to the Attorney General for Yoko, OSP, and all of them to look into this issue about the Bower Rock Company. What is the Bower Rock from where you sit as the Chief Executive of Gold Board?
Thank you very much, Samson. Bower Rock Company Limited is company incorporated under the laws of Ghana. It was incorporated specifically, I believe, on the 15th of January, 2015. 14th or 15th of January 2015. So it's a 2015 incorporated company.
Okay, so I confirm that we have seen that incorporation certificate and certificate to commence business. And as we do the show, we'll be showing you some of these pieces of evidence because we have them.
And in fact, I have, when I'm done answering this question, I'll give you all the evidence to the answers I provide. So first of all, it's a company incorporated under the laws of this country in the year 2015, meaning that it's been in existence dealing in precious minerals, among others. So when you hear people say that, oh, this company has nothing to do with gold trading, it was not registered for that purpose, it is not true. And I'll give you the evidence for you to know that, yes, it carry out a number of activities from mining to farming to dealing in general goods. Principal activity of the company is dealing in precious minerals. Now, this company is also not a mushroom company that just, surfaced in the gold trading space. As a matter of fact, it was licensed by the Precious Minerals Marketing Company to deal in gold in the year 2016. 2016.
The predecessor of the gold board.
Yes. And since 2016, the company has renewed its gold trading license every year until 2025. Every single year, the company has renewed its gold trading license. Now, this company we call Bowerrock has been one of the major gold suppliers in the country. In fact, they were one of the major gold suppliers to aggregators under MIFS. When I say MIF, I'm talking about the Minerals Income Investment Fund established by the MPP. The MIFS Gold for Reserve program in the year 2024 when the MPP was in power. And I'm going to give you evidence to that. So now let's go to the evidence. These are the company's registration or incorporation documents showing that it was first incorporated on 14th January 2015. As I'm saying, all these copies I will leave with you. Okay. I'm also giving soft copies to your producers. They can project it. Again, the company updated its incorporation on the 20th of November 2023, right, and became Bowerrock Company Limited. It was initially Bowerrock Limited. The certificate is also here. This was 2023. Then these are the articles of incorporation of the company showing that its principal activities were: number 1, mining; number 2, farming; number 3, construction; number 4, trading in general goods; number 5, dealers in precious minerals; number 6, oil and gas; number 7, import and export of general goods. So that is the evidence.
Why is it necessary to be exhibiting the incorporation documents to show that they were incorporated on 14th of January 2015?
Yeah, because some have suggested that Sammy Gyamfi just went to Gold Board as CEO and decided to appoint a sole buyer in 2025. The MPP has been making that claim. And that company is even a company registered for the purpose of farming and fishing. It has nothing to do with gold trading. So we need to educate. Please. This is 101. Hold on. So it's not your time yet. Now, number 2, let me give you the evidence. This is the first PMMC license given to the company dated 10th March 2016, expired on 9th March 2017.
A year after its incorporation.
A year after its incorporation.
It got a license from the PMMC.
To deal in gold.
Okay.
A few licenses to show that they were renewing and very active from 2015 when they were incorporated to 2025. This is dated 14th February 2020, another license from the PMMC. This is another license from the PMMC dated 19th October 2023, and there are many others. Again, let me give you evidence of gold trading work significant gold trading work done by this company. Now, I told you that the NPP under MIF rolled out a Gold for Reserve program in 2024 on the instructions of the then Vice President Agye. The main aggregator, one of the main aggregators for MIF was a company called Gold Rich Refinery Limited.
Right.
One of the people who were the main suppliers of gold to this aggregator is Bawa Rock. And I'm giving you evidence. This is a letter from Gold Rich addressed to the manager of Fidelity Bank. I've given your producers a soft copy, which is redacted because this one has the bank details of the company. Right. So they can project that. And as you can see on the screen, it says transfer Gold Ridge Refinery Limited. This was a transfer instruction of 40 million cedis to Bawa Rock under the NPP to buy gold. And there are many of these letters. Number two, in the year 2017, the main gold buyer in Ghana, one of the biggest gold buyers in Ghana, was a company called AA Minerals. If you are you're well versed in gold trading issues in the country, you would have heard of the name AA Minerals. There's a certificate issued by AA Minerals to Bawa Rock dated 3rd August 2017 as what? Their buying agent, 2017 when the NPP was in power. Now you also know of the biggest refinery, gold refinery in the whole of West Africa called Gold Coast Refinery. This is an invoice from a wire transfer from Gold Coast Refinery to Bawa Rock dated November 22, 2018 for Bawa Rock to buy gold for them. These are records of gold purchased by Bawa Rock for Gold Coast Refinery as at March 2018. These are all the records, and you can go to Gold Coast Refinery.
Okay, so he just showed us now a tall list of asset purchases or the gold Bawa Rock's involvement in
the gold trading. So number one, it is not a 2025 registered company. It is a 2015 registered company. Number two, it is not solely a farming and fishing company. It also deals in the precious minerals, and I've shown you that. Number three, it has a solid track record in gold trading, acknowledged by Gold Coast Refinery aggregators under government's Gold for Reserves program and so on. And I've shown you his activeness even under the XY regime.
All right.
Now, Samson, I think the next question people will be asking after this.
The thing also is about why it is the sole gold buyer for the gold board.
Yeah, that is also another misconception. You know, a lot of people do not understand how gold board's trading model works. Samson, gold board has a 4-tier license buying system. 4-tier. The first is the tier 1 buyer. The second is tier 2 buyer. The third is the self-financing aggregator. And the fourth is the aggregator. All these licensed buyers buy gold for the gold board. So not only the aggregator buys gold, the self-financing aggregator buys gold. The difference between the self-financing aggregator and the aggregator is that the self-financing aggregator uses his own funds to buy gold for gold board, while the aggregator is funded by the gold board to buy gold primarily. Okay? We'll tell them I've not got into these tables yet, so they should wait. Let's go systematically. Now,
it's not being shown. It's
okay. Then the third, the tier 1 buyer is a grassroots buyer who is licensed by the gold board to buy gold from licensed small-scale miners. The tier 2 buyer is licensed by the gold board to buy gold from both the licensed miner and the tier 1 buyer. So they are all gold buyers. In the year 2025, the first year of operation of the gold board, we issued 900 buying licenses. 900. Under our tier 1 license, we issued 269 licenses to qualified applicants. Qualified applicants underlined. Under the tier 2 license, we issued 578 licenses to qualified applicants. Qualified applicants underlined. Under the self-financing aggregator, who are also aggregators, just that they are using their own money to aggregate gold for us, we issued 52 licenses to qualified applicants. Qualified applicants underlined.
Is that where Barrock belongs?
No, Barrock is aggregator. And that aggregator category, we issued 1. There were 31 applications for aggregator license in the year 2025. Only Barrock met the eligibility criteria for the aggregator license in 2025. That is why Barrock is the only person as at now to have been licensed as an aggregator of the Gold Board. But that license application and approval process that the board of Gold Board, the governing board of Gold Board does, not Sammy Gyamfi as CEO. Sammy Gyamfi as CEO and management only recommends. The board grants approval for aggregator license. That process is an ongoing process. It has not terminated. So today we can have 1 aggregator. Tomorrow we may have 0 because we can even revoke his license or suspend his license. Tomorrow we can have 10 because 10 people can meet our eligibility criteria. So people say Bawa is the only one buying gold. They don't understand. They lack information. We have 900 licensed buyers, all of whom buy gold. Then they say, why is he only the aggregator? He's the only aggregator because he's the only one who has met the eligibility criteria. Let me tell you something. When we say an aggregator, what do people understand by that? There is no license in Ghana that enjoys the benefits of an aggregator license. Some say, have you heard of somebody going for a license in any institution, and after he gets the license, the state gives that person money in the billions to buy gold for the state? If you go for a BDC license, you are going to do your oil business with your own LCs and your own credit lines. Absolutely. Same for an OMC license. Okay? But when you say somebody is an aggregator, it means that he's entitled to receive state funds to buy gold. And therefore, there is a strict set of governance, legal, operational, and financial requirements he must meet as a risk mitigation measure. He must have minimum 3 years experience in gold trading. He must have minimum 3 financial statements preceding his application. He must have at least 3 buying offices in the country. He must have at least a bullion van and so on. But the most important requirement is this. He must present to the Gold Board a bank guarantee or an advance payment guarantee from a recognized financial institution that accords with the insurance policy of the Gold Board to secure the capital support he seeks from the Gold Board. You understand? We are not some zombie sitting at Gold Board where any Tom, Dick, and Harry comes and says, I want an aggregator license that will entitle me to use taxpayers' money to buy gold. And you say, I've given you a license. We are not sharing an aggregator license like you share
of 31 applicants. Barrock is the only one that.
And I'm saying it on this one today. Yes, I'm saying he has given us an advance payment guarantee covering a trade capital support of 2 billion cedis. 2 billion cedis. And that is why the board approved the application. If some people had done that when they had the opportunity to do gold trading in this country, they will not be chasing the aggregators today for causing financial losses to the state.
That's actually true.
Look, we are ready and happy to work with anybody who meets our eligibility criteria for aggregator.
So the other 30 or the 29 that did not qualify, what were the incidents that disqualified them?
The main critical thing is the guarantee. And I'm here, you have addressed a press conference. I'm challenging you. If you can give me one company who has applied for a Gold Board aggregator license, met all the requirements, especially gave us a guarantee from a bank or an insurance company, and we refuse his application, put it out today. I'm challenging them. They don't have. And let me tell you something that people don't know. You see, the president was gracious enough to send me to PNMC on the 22nd of January this year. By the 3rd of February
last year,
sorry. By the 3rd of February, I continued, I began to continue, if I can put it that way, PMMC's gold trading arrangement with the BOG. Now, between February and June 2025, even though the gold board was established on the 2nd of April this year, we had not, ushered in our licensing regime until the 21st of June. So we were still under the PMMC license regime from April, May to 21st of June. Now, if you add that to the PMMC era, February and March, you're talking about a period of about 4 or 5 months. During that period, the PMMC, under Sammy Gyamfi's leadership, had 3 aggregators. 3 aggregators. That time, we are not ushered in this licensing regime with a requirement of a guarantee and all that. 3.
Yeah, board.
I didn't even have a board by that time.
Who are these aggregators? Because questions are being raised about particular persons who have been, or companies who have been exempted when they may have, qualified to enjoy some of this.
Now, we had 3. These 3 aggregators, 2 of their suspension has since been lifted. And so they have now applied for aggregator licenses, but they've not been able to give us the bond, the guarantee that has to secure whatever money we have to give them.